You know, I said it as soon as he made the announcement. Doug Peterson not hiring an offensive coordinator this year is having a huge impact on this team and especially the progression of Carson Wentz and his development. You know, I really do think that Doug Peterson's ego is getting in the way of him bringing in someone to be that voice in his ear of reasoning to say, Doug, why are you throwing it when you have a lead against Washington right before the first half? Why are you throwing the ball right there? You have a lead. Run the fucking ball. I know I haven't made it. It's been really, really difficult for me this year as far as finding time because I've been really busy with my job, so I apologize. But thank you for joining me. This is your boy, Philly Foothills. I hope this message, I hope this video reaches you well and safe and in your happy place. Because boy, I know I've had to find mine the last couple weeks. It's been pretty difficult. So let's take a little walk, talk about this for a minute. Step outside into the sunlight. So, bunch of the Philly faithful have been wanting, after these last couple of games, since our quarterback has been struggling, they're wanting to bench Carson Wentz. And I think they're absolutely batshit crazy to bench a quarterback that we paid that much money to be our starting quarterback. And you know, they're gonna flip. They're gonna flip. They're gonna flip out if he struggles this week even more. And they're gonna be clamoring for his benching even more. And there's no way that we can set that much money on the bench. It's just it's not a feasible decision. It's not a smart decision. And just allow right now I'm on the West Coast. I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with me, but I go by Philly Foothills, and I'm out here on the West Coast, and it's around 9 o'clock, so just about an hour until kickoff against the Cincinnati Bengals. So definitely hoping we get a W today. But man, some bright spots over the last couple weeks definitely been Darius Slay, especially week one. He played very well in his new with his new secondary teammates, and you know, it's very funny to me that, well, speaking of the defense, not all the blame's on Doug Peterson, but because I definitely think that Jim Schwartz needs to find a new home, and we need to utilize these weapons that we have on defense now a little bit better, and find someone that can run a scheme that utilizes our strengths on defense more, and maybe find someone who take a little more interest in finding a valuable linebacker in the draft, or even possibly in free agency, which very hard to come by sometimes, but uh, we don't draft linebackers, and to me that's been an issue, obviously, for a while. But yeah, um, we've obviously been battling injuries majorly this year already. The offensive line. We just lost Isaac Solomalu to IR, so he's out for the year. And it's been kind of patchwork up front, so that definitely hasn't helped. But some of the decision making by Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz on the field has definitely been questionable. You know, I love Carson Wentz, but I have to call a spade when I see it, and he definitely has not been playing well these last couple of weeks. You know, week one he's got to be smarter than that. He's got to play smarter veteran football than that, and he's got to know to not try to pressure things into tight windows like he was doing, and giving up so much short fields, you know, so much yardage. The Washington Redskins, I don't know if they even drove the length of the field, even close to the length of the field once against us, and I don't think they did. I think we gave them a whole bunch of short fields, and they were able to capitalize on that. And yeah, and as far as last week, the Rams just took it to us. They're obviously in a better position right now. They're healthier. They are better. They are being better coached than we are at this point, because Sean McVay is not letting his ego get in the way of things, and he actually has coordinators to help him along the way. Not that Jim Schwartz is helping us along the way at all right now, but yeah, it looks like Fletcher Cox is good to go today, so he's going to give it a run. He's going to give it a shot at Cincinnati, and it really sucks about Rieger and his hand. That's definitely going to be he's going to be out a few weeks with that. So, but hopefully Deshaun Jackson can get it going this week. He's been very, very disappointing as far as his production and his effort in my eyes this year so far in the first couple weeks. But yeah, and I don't know. I'm starting to get the feeling more and more too that Zach Ertz is going to be traded, and we're going to roll with Dallas Goedert. And I don't like saying Dallas any more than I do, and then any more than I have to. So I usually just call him Goddard, because I hate the Dallas Cowboys with a passion, and have for a long time. So, anyways, just out here in my yard, getting some fresh air, trying to get away from the noise a little bit, because I live right next to Interstate 80, literally right next to it. So I apologize for the noise in my previous videos when I'm working on that, and trying to find a better spot to make my videos. But yeah, I'm super excited about today. Definitely. I mean, hopefully, like I said, we get our first W. Miles Sanders hopefully will have a big game. Look for Dallas Goedert to have a big game as well. I like him going forward more than I do Zach Ertz myself. I love what Zach Ertz did for us in the Super Bowl and what he's contributed to this team over the years. But if we're not able to work a contract extension out for both of them, then Zach Ertz, we got to find another home for Ertz. Definitely going forward. And I'm not overly worried about Carson Wentz at this point. I think a lot of it has to do with rust and the lack of off season, and a lot of it too has to do with the offensive line being, the walking wounded, and he's been having to adjust to that as well. So definitely not even close to talking about another playing quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles at this point, because, like I said, I knew Doug Peterson not hiring an offensive coordinator was going to have a dramatic effect on this team, and especially Carson Wentz. And so far, my prediction is coming true, because we should at least be 1-1 right now. We should at least be 1-1, looking at 2-1, and we're not. We're 0-2, and stranger things have happened. We could easily be 0-3 after today, but playing against a pretty weak team and a rookie quarterback, so hopefully we can expose that quite a bit today. And yeah, that's right. The sun has shifted. You're in Eagle country. That's right. Represent. And anyways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing me on your screen.